Hello, everyone. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and here's what's happening in LA this week. Civic leaders in the city's youth council gathered to continue the healing process following the racist remarks made by elected officials. This meeting launched listening sessions for Angelenos to voice their ideas, especially the youth, to help the city stand together against hate and discrimination.
We can build a bridge going forward that will help to engage the youth from across this city and begin the work that will begin to tear down those historic divisive attitudes so that we can help begin the process of healing, uniting our communities, and moving our city forward.
Los Angeles is better than what we heard on those tapes. And we are here today to empower our next generation of leaders to stand up against hate and discrimination in the city of Los Angeles. And just to keep in mind that this leaders on our youth council represent 30 schools within LA Unified. We need to show that in Los Angeles, we don't other people, we celebrate people, we lift people up. Because you are part of the fabric of Los Angeles, LA is for everyone.
When we stand for something right and something strong, when we bring with us the powerful voice of our youth, the community responds and the community shows up, steps up, and speaks up.
Today was an opportunity for young people across the city represented by the LA City Youth Council to voice their frustration, their sadness, but also their plans on how they can work with other young people across the city to start the healing process by hosting a set of listening sessions.
Engaging young people across the city, no matter the region, because everyone is affected by this in one way or another, and we are all motivated to create a better Los Angeles in the long-term future.
Moving forward, I really hope to accomplish just hearing the voice of all the youth in Los Angeles, being really intentional in the work we do, holding and facilitating these listening sessions, to really be intentional of what there is to say and what there is to be heard. I truly believe in the power to the people and what they have to say, especially the youth, in representation on these remarks, being anti-Black, anti-Indigenous, and also anti-homophobic.
After this week, we all kind of came together and we're like, you know what, this shouldn't be normalized. We need to put an end to this now and move forward.
I hope that as a city we can all come together and realize that LA is for everyone, and we must work together to improve the city and our society in general. And I believe that the youth plays a huge role in this, and that we will work together to fix the issues that are underlying in Los Angeles. And the youth is the future, and the future generation will help prosper the city.
In a big city like LA, many people struggle to make ends meet and find themselves living in poverty. To address this issue and tackle its systemic challenges, the city held the Ending Poverty Summit 2022. This event was a chance for experts to come together and share ideas that can help alleviate and ultimately eradicate poverty in Los Angeles.
We are here today at the 2022 Ending Poverty Summit, hosted by the city's Community Investment for Families Department in partnership with City Community Development and a wide network of partners, stakeholders, advocates that are working to address poverty and tackle the systemic challenges with poverty in the region.
Poverty is a big issue in our community. In my district has the largest number of people living in poverty, and it's just unacceptable. So we've got to find ways, we've got to find strategies, we've got to find techniques to try to alleviate that. And so that's what we're doing here today, coming together, bringing some of the greatest minds in our community, talking about the issue, comparing notes, and really resolving to make sure we're doing all we can to eradicate poverty.
We're talking about violence, we're talking about homelessness, we're talking about education, but we're really talking about poverty. We're really talking about 1/3 of the city being in poverty and another third being one paycheck away.
We have 650,000 people who are living under the federal poverty level. We all know that we have a homelessness crisis in the city. It's intuitive, we see it every day, but we also have a poverty crisis in the city, and it's what we don't see. And it's the stories of people who are living in the shadows, and it's their stories that we want to lift up.
If we're going to end poverty, we've got to make it easier for poor people to exit poverty. Don't pat ourselves on the back for one more little slice dealing with one part of someone's life. Know that they live, like we do, integrated lives.
If someone could imagine a world where some people have some and some people have nothing, then why can't we imagine a world where everyone has enough, where everyone has the basics?
The GBI program, Guaranteed Basic Income Program, for example, an experiment now. We know it's controversial, but we've heard stories today of individuals who have benefited from this program, whose families have benefited from the programs, an opportunity for them to get a job, to provide for their families. Their only shortcoming is they don't have money. We've got to find ways to provide access, provide information, provide resources, and to provide support.
And I truly do believe that if government can make outcomes that help some people, that the government has to make outcomes to help all people.
We have a huge problem to tackle, and we're here to identify solutions, to establish a framework so that by working together, we can address and alleviate poverty in the region.
The renters and landlords of Council District 13 who are still suffering the effects of the pandemic will now be able to apply for a rental aid program and receive financial help. With $3 million of assistance, those who qualify will receive grants of up to $5,000. Let's take a look.
Today we had the launching of a new rental assistance program for the residents of Council District 13. This is a new rental assistance offering. It will target renters who have household incomes at or below 80% of area median income, as well as landlords who have rental properties in Council District 13 and our mom and pop landlords, which are landlords who have 4 units or less. This provides an opportunity for renters who may have rental debt to get some assistance, and it's significant assistance of $5,000. It's a grant, it doesn't have to be paid back.
This is a new round of financial assistance for renters and for small mom and pop landlords who continue to be financially affected by COVID-19. We are sort of hopefully at the tail end of the pandemic. Some of the protections that have been in place for the last couple of years are also going to be sunsetting. So to help manage that transition, we wanted to make sure that we were giving people financial assistance that will directly benefit them.
Applications will be open for 2 weeks, October 24th until midnight, November 4th. So 2 weeks when we'll be taking applications for residents of the 13th District. People can apply online at councildistrict13.lacity.gov/rental aid. If people would like to do it by phone, they can call 855-490-3481. That hotline will be open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. If people wish to get assistance in person, they can come here to the district office for CD 13 on 1722 Sunset.
With a current gap of about 900 officers, the Los Angeles Police Department is looking to welcome new hires to the team. LAPD hopefuls were able to get a closer look at what their desired job would entail, thanks to a hiring event with a special focus on recruiting more women. The officers on site shared the importance of the police force, reflecting the city it protects and serves. Check it out.
This is a great opportunity to really reach out to the community and to show them what an exceptional career being a member of the Los Angeles Police Department can be.
We've got a gap of about 900 officers. We're short from our all-time high, and we're looking to hire here in the city of Los Angeles.
I'm doing the multiple choice test for the LAPD, and it's something I always wanted to do. The pandemic kind of halted that because they stopped the testing. But then I got an email saying they were doing this event. I'm like, this is my chance.
We really want to make sure that we have the best and the brightest who are being recruited to LAPD across the board. We want a department that looks like Los Angeles. Right now, about 2/3 of LAPD officers are people of color, and that's phenomenal progress over where the department was just 20 or 30 years ago. But we still need to work harder to recruit more women, and that's part of what today is all about, to make sure that women know about this opportunity, know what a great career it can be to serve in LAPD, and know what it takes to be able to achieve that goal.
I want to become an officer that's reliable, that's trustworthy, that knows how to do their job, and I would like to see myself being part of SWAT.
We're looking for good leaders. We're looking for individuals that have critical thinking skills, and that's what these service members are coming out with. We have all kinds of ranks, military branches within the department, and it just strengthens our department. They come with leadership skills, and that's what we're looking for.
We're also here looking for volunteers today. We're looking for reserves, and we're also looking for civilian employees. Our civilian employees have been decimated over the last couple of years, and we're down about 300 employees right now. So we're looking for people that could be dispatchers, that can work our property rooms, that can work our jails, and work other administrative professional functions. So we're hiring all the way across the board today. I think this is the finest law enforcement agency in the world, and we certainly have a whole lot of opportunity here for anyone looking to get into law enforcement.
Many violent crimes unfortunately occur over senseless arguments, and LAPD is committed to decreasing their number by launching Step Away LA. This PSA intends to bring attention to crime and damage prevention by encouraging people to walk away from arguments that can lead to violence.
6 in Spring, 2 women arguing over a parking space, one gets punched in the face.
About a month ago, we launched a campaign called Step Away LA, and the significance of that campaign was to ensure that the violent crime here in Central Division does not keep rising, nor do we continue to have victims of senseless crimes occurring here in downtown.
We recognize that it's your constitutional rights to argue your points when you disagree with someone.
The PSA, number one, is to make sure the public safety and that we don't have additional victims occurring for senseless arguments that could have been prevented.
Which is why it is so vital for you to be the bigger person and walk away from any argument that can cause violence.
Violence that can lead to serious injury and even death.
This PSA, we also want to send it to our schools here in the downtown area. We just want to share it with everyone so that they can share it with their constituents as well.
Which is why we were speaking up. We just want everyone in LA to be safe.
If someone's arguing because you took their parking spot, instead of engaging in a verbal argument which can lead to some form of a physical fight, then obviously a crime occurs. Think about it, be a little bit more patient, and walk away.
So please, for your safety and ours, step away.
Step away, LA.
We've seen an increase of crime here in downtown Los Angeles. We're going to get some resources out there so that we can reduce the crime. Step away, LA.
Paul Krikorian is elected as council president. Mayor Garcetti attends the C40 World Mayors Summit, and the LA Zoo creates a beloved pets ofrenda. All these stories up next on City Beat.
In a unanimous 10-0 vote, City Council elected Paul Krikorian as council president, filling the position vacated by Nuri Martinez. City Clerk Holly Walcott.
That is a unanimous vote. Congratulations, Council President Paul Krikorian. I will now yield the chair to you.
Krikorian, the first Armenian American to serve as council president, was elected in 2010 to represent Council District 2. Formerly an attorney and state assembly member, Krikorian currently chairs City Council's Budget and Finance Committee.
As long as I am given the privilege of serving in this office as your president, the presidency will be a collective enterprise. It'll be a presidency that relies on a leadership team of diverse abilities and diverse experiences and diverse backgrounds and diverse viewpoints. I thank you very much, members, for your confidence. Let's get to work.
To keep up to date on the current activities of City Council, visit lacity.gov. Mayor Garcetti visited Buenos Aires to attend the C40 World Mayors Summit, a triennial climate action conference which ran from October 19th to the 21st. The summit brings together mayors, climate experts, advocates, business leaders, and youth activists to address the climate crisis. While there, Garcetti led a forum addressing opportunities to reduce emissions in buildings and transport. Learn more about LA's commitment to fighting climate change via the Mayor's Green New Plan at plan.lamayor.org. For Dia de los Muertos, the LA Zoo and Plaza de la Raza have co-created a beloved pets ofrenda. An ofrenda, which means offering in Spanish, is an altar created to honor loved ones who have passed away. Located at the front entry plaza of the zoo, guests are welcome to place photos, drawings, and mementos of pets on the altar. The ofrenda pays respect to the Hispanic heritage of Los Angeles and provides a way to reflect on the importance of animals. Visit lazoo.org to find out more about all the current and upcoming events at the zoo.
Can you imagine trick-or-treating next to an elephant or seeing your favorite animal eat pumpkin treats? At Boo at the LA Zoo, you can do that and much more. After a hiatus due to COVID, families could bring their kids in costume and celebrate Halloween around exotic animals and fun decorations while learning about the different species in the zoo.
Autumn is finally here, so we're really happy to embrace Halloween. So as such, you can see that we are bringing back, after a hiatus, Boo at the Zoo. So we have special feedings with pumpkins for specific animals on weekends. We also have trick-or-treating, and we'll be serving candy to all the kids with costumes, lots of themed activities.
I think it's a great idea that they have the zoo incorporating Halloween, especially the fact that kids can come dress up and they can also see all the amazing animals here.
We brought him because he loves animals. He's into skeletons. He's really into Halloween at such a young age. We definitely had to bring him here.
This is a tradition for our families. We come every year, and the kids look forward to it because they love the animals, they love the decorations in the zoo, they love to get candy, and it's an extra day to dress up.
It's awesome to do this for the kids, and it's something good for the kids. In this time and age, you want something positive, and I see all the little kids having a good time, and it's fun.
The kids have been looking forward to it for a few weeks now, and they've just looked forward to dressing up in their costumes, having fun with their friends, and just seeing all the decorations here at the zoo.
We should mention the ofrenda, which is offered here at the LA Zoo, and we're happy to state that it's the only ofrenda dedicated to our beloved pets.
The kids, the pandemic has been really hard on them, and it's nice to do something normal and just to feel like it's Halloween again. You know, the last few years have been hard.
It's a great opportunity for everyone to just be normal again, and we have a good time, and it's great. I'm already in awe of just the whole decor and the people. Everyone's just having a good time, and I'd encourage everyone to come.
There's so much action going on, so much fun, and the kids are really excited, and it's just really nice to see the smile on kids' faces. But at the same time, it's a good learning experience. We want people to learn about animals, just be able to connect with nature by visiting all of our exhibits, being able to visit our education stations. We definitely just want to convey to everyone in Los Angeles that this is your zoo. We are very inclusive, and we want to invite everyone of every community to come join us in the fun. This zoo is for you.
Happy Halloween!
MacArthur Park was recently brimming with the sounds of lush rhythms and dancing couples thanks to the Latin Jazz Festival. The Latin community and music lovers of all types came together to enjoy live performances over a beautiful fall weekend. Check it out.
The Latin Jazz Festival, from what I know, has been going on for many years, and it was at Sycamore Park before, but we actually brought it over to MacArthur Park this year. We are in the process of finishing up the beautification, so we're excited to have it here and show everyone all the work that's been happening.
I took a walk around the whole park before I got into here, and they did a remarkable job. It looks really, really nice.
when I heard that they were doing the concert here, I was a little skeptical. That's why I did the tour around the block, and I was very impressed what the city's done to this park. And I think with the kids' playground, which really blew me away, which was really nice, I'm really glad that the city is doing that to some of the parks for the community especially.
Just to keep the beat and to dance with it, you know. When I'm not dancing, I'm using these. I'm keeping with the beat.
It's a culture thing. It's, you know, a Latino thing. It's, you know, the roots, where we all came from. Not just Mexicanos. I mean, you're talking about South Americans. They're Latinos from Cuba, Puerto Rico, South America, Los Angeles. All my musicians, we all know each other, playing in Southern California. And it's really nice to get together and do this for the community. It's a blessing.
The audience that was coming out has been increasing every single year, so people are enjoying this. They enjoy the intercultural exchange because you see people of all sizes and shapes and cultures and different races all dancing together and just enjoying each other. And that's the whole point of cultural exchange here in Los Angeles, because there's so many different types of cultures here.
San Pedro became a little bit more Italian, with family, friends, and neighbors gathering for Festa Italiana 2022. Councilmember Joe Buscaino shared the excitement of celebrating its 11th edition and having Italian Americans and Italian culture lovers come together to enjoy delicious food, lively music, and traditional dances.
The city of Los Angeles is a global city. We pride ourselves of being home to over 200 countries. And here in San Pedro, the largest Italian-American community in all of Los Angeles, we're here celebrating Festa Italiana, our 11th straight year. And this is an opportunity for all Italian-Americans and non-Italians to come and enjoy family, great food, and great entertainment.
San Pedro is one of the largest Italian communities on the West Coast. San Pedro was derived from a fishing town of Italians that came here and migrated to the same climate as there was in Italy and to make a better life.
The Italians, they bring always happiness, no matter where you go. They talk loud and they are very warm-hearted. So that's why when you have the festivity in Italian, you always go. We are here to enjoy the food, the music, all the harmony that it's around. That's what is the difference.
I was 3 years old when I came, and my dad was a fisherman, her father was a fisherman. This was the fisherman industry here in San Pedro. And we just want to, with our kids and our grandkids, we want to keep the tradition going.
In our featured story this week, our own Ann Police sits down with Erica Blyther, Petroleum Administrator for the City of LA. Erica discusses the evolution of Los Angeles being one of the largest oil producers in the world and how we're now going green. Let's hear the story and find out about the challenges and initiatives currently underway.
Once one of the world's largest oil producers, Los Angeles would like to become a leader in going green, and they are headed that direction. This is in part thanks to an effort to cap oil drilling within the city of Los Angeles. Joining us today is Erica Blyther. She is Petroleum Administrator. So let's start with the big question. What's a Petroleum Administrator? What does that mean?
So historically, as you mentioned, one of the major population booms was when oil began in the 1800s, 1900s. So in 1892, Edward Doheny drilled one of the first oil wells in what's now Echo Park. As the city became more developed, they realized they needed to have someone to look at oil and gas leases. So in the 1950s and 1960s, the Petroleum Administrator position was created, and the focus was just on oil drilling. Over time, there was less drilling and production, and so the duties kind of faded away. But with the Aliso Canyon disaster, as well as a lot of concerns about fracking, there was a realization that there needed to be a renewed focus on petroleum as well as natural gas and safety. And so our goal is really to be in charge of oil information, so it focuses on the drill sites, the pipelines, as well as refineries.
It's a lot. How many active oil sites are there right now in Los Angeles?
So there are currently 15 active drill sites. There's no place where people live closer to oil than in Los Angeles. Here, people literally are living right on top of the oil fields. They're in their backyards, front yards, right next door. A lot of them are in Council District 15, a number also in Council District 5. And the drill sites just are where the oil happened to be naturally deposited. So there are a lot of concerns about the air quality impacts from oil drilling. So when you drill for oil, you get natural gas too. So a lot of times oil and gas go together. But that natural gas, if it leaks, that causes a lot of environmental concerns. So methane is a much more potent greenhouse gas even than carbon dioxide. Some speculate as much as 84 times as powerful. It is a reactive gas that can destroy the ozone layer and just really heat up the planet. So it can really cause a lot of health, not only health effects in the short term, but in the long term in terms of climate change.
LA is trying to lead the charge in going green, not just in Los Angeles, but the entire state of California. What are your thoughts when you hear things like that?
We're really on the leading edge for, I think, going green. I think the city of Los Angeles, California in general,
yes,
but definitely the city of Los Angeles is doing a lot of things. So we have the Green New Deal, we have what's called the Sustainable City Plan, but all of these are looking at ways to be greener. I know the mayor works a lot with C40, which is a group of 40 cities that were really leading the way towards being green, looking at ways of helping the planet. And so that whole coalition has been looking at ways, but really LA is really taking the lead in a lot of its initiatives and things that are occurring.
Learn about the beauty of Afghan culture through dance. Attend the annual baseball reliquary Shrine of the Eternals, or observe the total lunar eclipse through Griffith Observatory's virtual broadcast. All this up next on Things to Do.
Expressing culture and tradition through dance is an ancient way of bringing communities together. In Dance, a window to the beauty of Afghan culture, Angelinos will have the chance to experience the authenticity and uniqueness of Afghan dance styles. With the help of Samia Karimi, a dancer and choreographer, dance aficionados will learn about her experience of immigration, how she connected with her Afghan heritage through dance, and enjoy a showcase of different Afghan dance styles. Everyone is welcome to attend this free event that will take place at the Woodland Hills Branch Library on Saturday, November 5th at 3 p.m. For more information and details, visit lapl.org/events. Attention baseball superfans! The Los Angeles Central Library will be holding the Baseball Reliquary Shrine of the Eternals annual event. This awards and induction ceremony, known as the People's Hall of Fame, will have a special memorial tribute for the reliquary founder, Terry Cannon. It will also feature notable enshrinees like Bob Costas, Andrew Rube Foster, and the Clown Prince of Baseball, Max Patkin. Adults are welcome to attend this free ceremony that will also offer a reception with music and refreshments afterwards. This event will take place at the Mark Taper Auditorium at the Central Library on Saturday, November 5th at 2 p.m. For more details about this event, visit lapl.org/events. Have you ever wondered what a total lunar eclipse looks like up close? A lunar eclipse, which occurs when the moon passes directly into the dark inner shadow cast by the Earth, will happen on Tuesday, November 8th. It will be visible from anywhere in Southern California. The Griffith Observatory will be hosting a live online broadcast from the start of the eclipse at around midnight until its completion at around 6 a.m. Even though telescopes or binoculars can make the experience more worthwhile, experts indicate that it will be visible to the unaided eye. The live online broadcast will be taking place via the website griffithobservatory.org/event on Tuesday, November 8th from 12 a.m. until 6 a.m. Please note that the park will be closed during the eclipse, so make sure to catch it online or in your backyard. And that's a look at some things to do.
And that's it for this edition. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and from all of us here at LA This Week, thank you so much for joining us. A reminder that you can catch us online at lacitywiew.org, and we're also on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. See you next time for more LA This Week.